Eugene here with a review on the Ressha Sentai ToQger Super Complete Works book. Yes, friends. Well, ToQger is the 38th Sentai of the series that aired in 2014 and 2015 with 47 episodes. Also, ToQger vs. Gaim. 2 movies, ToQger the movie and ToQger vs. Kyurugers, and AV Cinema, ToQger's Return, Super Tokyo Nanago of Dreams. So friends, this book is 100 pages long with imagination fun, and it's a nice colorful book with glossy pages and so on. This book was released in 2015 after ToQger's ended. So take a look at the cover. Right here it says Ressha Sentai ToQger's right here, and it says Super Sentai right here. And then right here, pretty much the name of the book in kanji here. Got a nice shot of Tokiichigo in the cockpit of Red Ressha. So let's go ahead and check out the heart. So checking out the heart of the book, and we're starting off with page 2. Here is the table of contents, and got Red Ressha right here and the other trains here. On page 3, got a nice shot of the 6 ToQgers in their civilian forms, and got the logo to ToQgers here. On page 4. A nice shot of all 6 ToQgers and pretty much doing their famous poses whenever they call their names, like Tokiichigo, Nigo, Sango, Yogo, Gogo, Rokigo, and then yelling out Ressha Sentai ToQgers. Next page, page 5 shows all the shadow line. So on page 6 and 7, we are now focusing on pretty much the episode images and episode numbers. And this is something similar that the Go Buster book did. They had the episode images and names going first in the book compared to this one here. But anyway, and so in this Sentai here, we're pretty much not going by episode 1, episode 2, episode 3. Pretty much... episode 1 is known as Starting Station, and then here is Station 2, and then Station 3. So on page 10, page 11, I'm sorry, page 11 focuses on Station 10, and then on page 16 and 17 focuses on what happened in Station 17, 18, and 19. And then page 22 and 23 focuses on Station 27, 28, and 29. And so page 26 and 27 focuses on Station 33, 34, and 35. And so on page 30 and 31 focuses on what happened in Station 39, 40, and 41. And then page 32 and 33 focuses on what happened in Station 42, 43, and 44. And page 34 and 35 shows us what happened in Station 45, 46, and the finale. And so pretty much just giving us what happened then. And then on the next page, page 36 shows us a little more on what happened in the finale of ToQgers. And then on page 37 shows us the lyrics to the opening and ending theme of ToQgers. So, alright, next page, page 38 and 39, we just got some nice shots here of the 6 ToQgers. And then here are the 5 ToQgers transformation device. It is the Tokyo Changer. And then here is Tokirokigo's transformation device, the Apply Changer. And then here is the Rainbow Pass for the ToQgers. And then here is the Tokyo Blaster. And then there's those Scope Rusher. Now, friends, we are focusing on the Senshis of the series. And so page 40 and 41, here is Right. And there's a nice shot to him here. And he is known as Toki Ichigo. And then there's his primary weapon, the Rail Slasher. Next page, page 42. Here is Tokachi. And then there's his images of him. And here at the bottom here shows what they look like when they were kids. Same thing with right here. And don't forget about the annotations, friends, if I didn't pronounce something right. So Tokachi is known as Tokyu Nigo. And then his weapon is called the Home Trigger. Next page, page 44. Here's Miu. And some nice shots of her here. But she is known as Tokyu Sango. And then there's her weapon, the Shingo Hammer, or the Signal Hammer. Next page, page 46. Here is Hikari. And there he is as a kid. And there is Miu as a little girl. And Hikari is known as Tokyu Yongo. And then there's his weapon there, the Tunnel Axe. Next page, page 48. Here is Kagura. And then there she is as a little girl, right here at the bottom. She is known as Tokyu Gogo. And then there's her weapon, which is known as the Railway Bridge Claw. Next page, page 50. Here is our sixth Senshi, friends. He is known as Akira, or Zolom. And then there's his harmonica. And then there's his shadow line form. But he is known as Tokyu Rokugo. And then there's his primary weapon, the Yodo Breaker. Now, page 52 and 53, friends, really focuses on how many times the Norikai was used in the show. Tokyu Ichigo could be pink in, like 3 or 4 episodes and so on. But this is how it goes. I'll just give you a little close-up of what, and it'll show you the numbers on the side here. Just giving us a little input on how many times they used the pink Ressha and so on. And pretty much something like that. But anyway, the next page, page 54, here is Hyper Toki Ichigo. That's an upgrade here. And then here's the cannon called the Daikitten Cannon. It's an upgrade weapon here. And then here are all the upgrades the other ToQgers used in the show. And then here are the nice little modes they had in the movie for each ToQger. So we have Tokyu Ichigo Lion, Tokyu Nigo Eagle, Tokyu Sango Cat, Tokyu Yongo Alligator, and Tokyu Gogo Panda. That's kind of funny there, Panda. Next page, page 56, just shows us the Renkitsu bazooka and all the imaginations they use with it. Then next page, page 57, shows us all the allies. We got the conductor. We have wagon right here, and then we have the ticket. We have ticket right there. And then we have the Rainbow Line president. So on the next page, page 58, just shows us pretty much all the maps and pamphlets they had in the show. And here are all the little rushes they had to use to either transform, to change, or just to summon. So now, friends, we're focusing on the mechas of this series. And so here we go. Here's each individual mecha, and they are known as Ressas, which is trains. So here is Red Ressha, and then here's the inside of Rainbow Line. And then on next page 61, here is Blue Ressha, Yellow Ressha, Green Ressha, and Pink Ressha. And on page 62, here is Diesel Ressha, and then Car Carrier Ressha. And then here's Tank Rusher. And then Build Rusher on page 63. And then on page 64, here is a Hyper Rusher. And then on the next page, 65, there is the Terminal. And then here's Police Rusher and Fire Rusher. On page 66, here is the inside of the Safari Rusher here. And then you can see the individual rushers for Safari Rusher. And then right here on page, at the bottom of page 66, you see Shield Rusher and Drill Rusher. So on page 67, here is the 5 ToQger's main mecha, the 5 trains that combine together to become this mighty mecha. He is known as ToQger. And so here he is, and talk about some, got some information about him and his stat and so on. Next page, page 68, here is ToQger Car Carrier, ToQger Tank, ToQger Police, and then here's ToQger with the drill, and then here is Diesel O, and then here is let's see, we're on page 69, ToQger, and here's some more here, and then here is Diesel O Fire. Next page, page 70. Here is Build Dio. And down here too. And on page 71, here is ToQger Dio. And then here is the Kagura Rusher right there. And then on page 72, here is Hyper Rusher Teo. And then Safari Gao. And then on 73, here's the final mecha. He is known as ToQger Rainbow. ToQger Rainbow. So, alright friends, now we are talking about the villains of the series, and they are known as the Shadow Line. And so, here on page 74, got a nice shot of the Shadow Line crew here, and then the palace. And then here is good old Zett, Z-E-T-T. So, and then here's a part of him in his monster form, and then there's his ultimate form right here. And then here is Mork, and then Baron, and then the Crows. Next page, page 76. Here is Madame Nora. And then here's Glitter. And then General Swartz. And here is Count Nori. And then we have Keeper Knight, Keeper Rook, and Keeper Bishop. Pretty much what we all seen on the last few episodes of ToQgers. And on page 78 and 79 pretty much shows you all the Kurninas and the other mecha forms and the shadows and other Shadow Line trains and so on. Next page shows us all the monsters of Shadow Line. Page 81, same thing. Page 82. Page 83. And so on page 84, it just shows us all the food that the ToQgers ate and so on. Kind of funny there, but anyway. Next page, page 85, focuses on the crossover with ToQgers and Kamen Rider Gaim. And it was a neat little crossover. I really like that, the crossover with Sentai and Kamen Rider like that. But anyway, and this was just like an hour-long show, pretty much. And this happened in between episodes 6 and 7 of ToQger. So here we go here. So next page, page 86 and 87 focuses on the ToQger's movie. So here's 86. And then 87. Now the next page, page 88, 89, 90, and 91 is the movie of the ToQger versus Kyoryuger. So our 37th Sentai has returned. So, and here they are, looking good as always. And here's page 89. Next page, page 90. Nice shots of the two Sentais here. And look, friends, here is a little appearance of our next Sentai, the 39th Sentai, Shuriken Sentai Ninja. And then here's what happens in the movie, all the villains and so on. Next page. Page 92, 93, 94, 95, and 96 focuses on the ToQger's return v Cinema. So here is Tokyu Nanago. And just showing us what happened in the series, in that V Cinema and so on, and more here, and then just showing us, giving us a nice little detail about Tokyu Nanago, and he can become Hyper Tokyu Nanago. And then page 96, more on the V Cinema. So page 97 really focuses on pretty much the episode list, episode air dates, the starting dates of when the series started and ended. So here we go, and you can see the time ToQger's aired on, and the date it started and the date it finished, and then all the lists of the episodes here. Next page, page 98, just shows us the release dates of the movies in the cinema and the covers of all the DVD cases and so on. And then on page 99 just shows us a nice shot of the five gazing at their hideout, which is really cool. And on the back cover here we have nice shots of all six ToQgers from top to bottom here. And they got a nice shot of all six together, and you know, mainly the adult versions of the five and the kid versions of the five, and Tokirokigo, so which is a nice little image here. So anyway, friends, that is it for this book. Let's go ahead and conclude this review. Friends, my final thoughts on this book here. I am very, very happy I have this book in my collection, and it was worth the money I spent on it. Yeah, in the secondary market, this kind of book here is on the rather pricey side, but friends, let me be honest with you, it is worth your money. I mean, and the colors in this book is just fantastic, and it's just something what we've seen from off the show and so on. I mean, there are a lot of things I love about this book, and to say that this book came out in 2015, this book still looks good. And I do highly recommend it to you, friends. I really do. Now, the one thing I kind of wish they did, they had the passing the torch of, you know, Toki Ichigo and Kira Red, and then Kira Red and Aka Ninja. But they didn't have that in this book, not like what they had in the Kyoryuger book. But anyway, it's no big deal because I'm kind of glad I got this book in my collection. Like I said, it is worth it, friends. It really is worth it. I mean, if you're a die-hard ToQger fan, go pick this up because you will not, you will definitely be pleased on what you get. But anyway, so friends, go ahead and pick this up if you are a die-hard ToQger fan, and good luck. Well, friends, that's it for this review. Please check out my blog, follow me on Twitter, and to like my Facebook. And if you like this review, please smack that like button. Don't forget to subscribe. And my friends, this is the review on the Ressha Sentai ToQger Super Complete Works book. I hope you enjoy. And please, friends, don't forget to hit that bell icon to be notified when I upload a new video. So, friends, I'm Eugene. I'm signing out. Have a good day. And, friends, I most assuredly see you next time. Bye.